Hi everyone, Dr. Elisa Kaufman from Geriatric Household Dentistry in Manhattan, here with Dr. Terry Grant, Geriatric Household Dentist in Suffolk County. We're neighbors, we're New Yorkers. This is amazing. Are you Mets or Yankees?
Unfortunately, I like both.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, then we'll never have a fight. I mean, I always go for the Yankees first, and then if we have to.
I love going to Yankee Stadium, don't get me wrong, but the Met Stadium has a different aura, and everybody's really, really nice.
Yeah. How about Knicks or Nets?
Unfortunately, Nets.
You know, I will tell you, I have season tickets to the Knicks, and I'm really loving watching the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, last night's game was amazing.
Yeah, and there was no reason for them to lost last night, but they need more time to play together.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, sorry about that talk. Well, we'll get back to dentistry. We are going to talk about dentures.
Okay.
And the biggest issue and problem that I hear about, and we've had multiple conversations about this, is lost dentures.
Lost dentures.
There's a lot of reasons and places to lose your dentures. So let's talk about how dentures are lost, where they're lost, and then the process of making a new pair. So let's start with, what do you hear about in terms of loss?
A number of times while the patient's eating, they take it and put their dentures in a napkin, and then the napkin gets tossed, and then the patient forgets about the napkin until the garbage has been removed.
Right.
And then they have to come in, and we have to fabricate, because now their ability to eat and function with their food is not the same anymore.
Right. Yeah, you have to be able to chew your food.
You have to be able to chew and enjoy your meal.
You know, I say that dentures are not just for chewing, but they're for dignity. When you can't socialize, when you can't smile.
You smile, the facial structures, the dentures allow restoration with the facial structure, the muscles of mastication, the muscles of facial expressions. They're all held by the denture.
Right. They collapse and you look like an old person. You
You
can be
age.
young.
If your children see you, they think, oh my God, what's wrong with grandma, grandpa, or dad and mom? When in fact, you're just missing a denture.
And I will tell you that a lot of times people the children don't even know the mother or father had a denture. So then when they lose it, it's really a big problem. So how about do you hear of hospitals, the situation with hospitals?
One of the concerns was, I did a report, I did a study, and I saw that a lot of facilities, there's a law put in place for long-term care facilities that are receiving funding for the federal government. And that law was placed by Ronald Reagan administration through the Congress, that long-term care facilities are responsible if the patient loses their teeth. They're responsible for replacing them. Even if the facility does not have a dentist on staff to replace them, the facility is responsible for paying for that patient to have their teeth and their dignity back in a rather quick period of time.
So do you all hear that? If you're in a long-term care facility, or your loved one is, and someone has lost your dentures, they are still responsible.
Correct.
Sometimes it's your fault. You flushed them down the toilet or you threw them in the garbage, but unfortunately it is still the responsibility of the long-term care facility or assisted living facility probably, and hospitals. Hospitals, you need to be aware that someone is wearing a denture and either take it away from them or put it in a safe place, or just give it to them for meals, or families should just take them home.
I'm not limited to assisted living facilities. I'm limited to skilled nursing facilities.
Skilled. Okay, well, I guess there's other rules in place, but don't lose your dentures. Yeah. So
if they are lost, then it's our responsibility to come in and help you to fabricate a new set. We come in, take an impression, and
What's an impression?
An impression is a model of your teeth, so that we can fabricate the new denture. And the denture we call prosthesis.
Right.
So we can fabricate the new prosthesis with the model of your teeth. But in order to have a model of your teeth, we have to do a mixture and place a tray into your mouth, carefully, slowly, comfortably, place it in your mouth so we can take an accurate impression so a new prosthesis can be fabricated.
Right. How many visits does that take?
We're looking at maybe 2, possibly 3 visits. And it's interesting enough, because as for myself, I don't settle on just 3 visits. I like to come back just to make sure the patient is comfortable, because sometimes the patient's muscles of facial expressions or their movement, they could be laughing and the denture can come loose.
Right.
I want to make sure that all my dentures fit accurately and fit comfortably.
His dentures fit, you hear that?
Yeah,
we want them to fit, that's the whole point. So the process for me is I have the fourth visit they get their denture. So everybody does it a little bit differently. So if you lose your denture, you need to get a new one fabricated, and you live in Suffolk County, Dr. Terry Grant is your guy. He'd be happy to come in, and you don't have to go out to the dentist. There's no reason if it's a problem you have to get into an ambulette or a taxi, or you need 3 people to transport. Dr. Terry Grant is your person to call for a new denture. So thanks for listening.
Thank you.